Hello, my name is Guiffre. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist and one of the experts on wellnessroundtable.com. This is the third video installment of rehabilitation post-knee replacement surgery. Today is 2 weeks and 2 days post-surgery for me. What I've noticed thus far is I still have swelling, but the swelling is quite a bit reduced. The muscles are still tender to the touch, but not so tender that I can't work them out and do the things I need to do. My knee is best first thing in the morning. The swelling is down, so I get up in the morning and I run through my exercise program. After you're on the leg for about 5 or 10 minutes, the knee swells up, and that swelling stays there pretty much all day. I have tried several different things trying to reduce that. The first thing I tried was laying on my back with my foot elevated for about an hour. That didn't seem to help. I tried compression. That didn't seem to help. So I thought to myself, well, your muscles are a pump, and in normal situations they create circulation. And the exercises we're doing right now don't do a whole lot of movement with the leg. It's pretty much just bending and straightening and just holding and flexing. So I decided to try just sitting here on the edge of the table and swinging my leg to see if that would help pump that fluid out of there. And it worked quite well. After about 5-10 minutes of swinging the leg like this, that swelling is down quite a bit, and I can run through my exercise routine. But once I'm up and moving around again, that swelling just comes back and stays. So each time before I do the exercises, I'll sit on the edge of the table and I'll swing my leg and get that fluid pumped out of there. So I've been given quite a few more exercises with the therapy, and they're more aggressive, and I'm going to run you through those right now. The first one is my lower leg was very tight, my calf muscle, so she wanted me to use a band and stretch that out. So I put the band around the ball of the foot, and I'll put some tension on it, and I'll just pump that 10 or 15 times to get a little bit of blood flowing to the muscle, and then I'll hold for 30 seconds and just let that stretch. Seems to be doing quite well. My lower leg is feeling better and loosening up, and it's also pumping some of the swelling out. Next one that I added is just a gentle hamstring stretch. I'll just pump this gently 10 or 15 times just to get some stretch in that hamstring. And then I'll do a little knee bend and a quad set straightening with some resistance. And I'll do this 15 times. And my iliotibial band was tight, so the IT band stretch she wanted me to do is just laying on my back, using the band, pulling the leg across, and just letting it drop towards the floor. And I'll just let it come back to center, and I'll just do that again. And I'll do that 10 or 15 times. You can really feel that across the leg and into that hip. We added a new stretch for extension. It's called the hang stretch, where you'll pretty much just lay on your bed, let your legs hang over the edge, and just let gravity pull down on those knees. This is still the most painful motion for me. I can tolerate it for 1, sometimes 2 minutes. But after that, I'm pretty much up and moving around. There's been a new flexion stretch. It's called the stair stretch. You put your foot up on a step, and you just drive your weight into that. And you'll hold for 30 seconds. The longer you hold, the further you can press into that. And then I'll relax after 30 seconds. And then I'll go ahead and I'll drive into that again. And I'll do that 3 or 4 times. And then another thing that I've added to help circulation and get some of this swelling out is just a foam roll. And I'll just foam roll the lower legs, 10 or 15 reps, and the hamstrings, 10 or 15 reps. I've tried rolling the quad muscle, but it's still quite a bit tender to do that. So these exercises are in addition to the ones that I showed you last week. So you're doing these 3 times a day. So basically, I'm working out 3 times a day, 3 hours a day. If you're doing these properly, it takes 45 minutes to an hour to do these exercises. So that's why your conditioning pre-surgery is so important. If you've been sitting around doing nothing and think all of a sudden after surgery you're going to be able to exercise 2.5 to 3 hours a day, it's going to be tough. That's all I have for you today. I want to remind you that I am available for a roundtable through wellnessroundtable.com if you need to speak about this or any other health and fitness related issues. I look forward to seeing you next week.